Alright, hello everyone. I'm back here again. Last I left off, I got a little bit too into the role-playing and got me and Kim killed. So, let's see if we can't avoid that. I'll probably skip the bulk of this until we're back where we were. Alright, so I skipped through all of the dialogue to get back to where we were before I got myself killed. The only key difference is that I didn't humiliate myself with the gardener and say, "What are you gonna do to me?" Beyond that, though, the dialogue choices were exactly the same. So you murdered him just like that? No remorse?
How many people have you sent to the Shays? Ever felt remorse for them?
Chaise électrique is the method of capital punishment in Revachol under the Coalition. During the suzerain's reign, it used to be the firing squad.
Or send them to Reunion to rot. For 20 years. For life.
He says it as if it was worse than dying. And Reunion, what's that?
The River Esperance Correctional Facility, a military prison run by the Coalition, dubbed Reunion by the inmates. The origin of the name is unknown.
Look, I'm just doing my job, that's all.
Oh, so you are just a simple, well-meaning man, eh? Ever been in solitary? Prison is a charter. That's what it is.
So is hanging a man, slowly, without breaking his neck.
Very true, Kim. That's a good point. Who called the shots that night?
Are you deaf? There will be no singling anyone out. You can't arrest a Hardie boy without arresting all Hardie boys. Do you think you could do that? Do you think you could arrest them all?
A shadow of a smirk passes her lips as she tilts her head. God, they piss me off, but I learnt my lesson. I can't try to take them in.
A trick question. Don't let her lead the conversation.
Yeah, I'm not gonna... She's irrelevant. No, but seriously, who calls the shots around here, Titus?
Who do you fucking think does?
He sounds more amused than angry. I reckon it's the 8th Hardie boy, the one who's missing. The big dick.
Titus, no one was thinking
That there's any question who's the leader. That's how he would have ended it. Titus.
No. Fuck no! The big dick is right here, asshole. You're looking at it. Right. Fucking here.
There we go.
Disregard the outburst, officer. None of the boys have any comments on their power relations. That night, they acted as one. That's all.
No, it's too late for that bitch. He already said pretty much in plain English that he is the big dick. No. Why did you kill him?
Why? 'Cause he was worthless mercenary scum. And he stepped out alive in my town.
So he was a mercenary, that's it?
And he stepped out of line.
He repeats, jaw clamped shut like a vice.
What kind of mercenary?
The kind that shows up when you start a strike. The experienced kind, too. Had Cohoy and Semenine written all over him. Ex-Oranese Special Forces.
A live grenade. Right here in our bar.
I can't prove it, but I know he was sent by the Wild Pines. They hire merc shit like that. Story of every strike from here to Samara.
Hold on, how do you even know he was in Special Forces?
'Cause one night, he walked straight up to the mic and said, "I'm Oranese goddamn special forces, and I'm gonna fuck you all."
Really?
Yeah, really. Had a gin and tonic up there, sang some Oranese paratrooper song, and said he's gonna fuck everyone.
I doubt they're being entirely truthful, but I'm sure there was some kind of slight that he did towards them, or they didn't take kindly to.
We couldn't believe it either, but he fucking did, right there. Like some kind of animal.
Sire, the tale is true.
Okay, so I believe them. Huh.
This is a serious violation of the karaoke code.
Alright, but besides crimes against karaoke, what did he actually do wrong?
Wrong? He harassed women, raped one, harassed workers, threatened to kill some as a warning.
He wipes spittle from his mouth.
From rape to harassment to threats of violence. Why the strange de-escalation?
To kill us all, if we don't open the gates, if we don't let the scabs in, if we don't bend over. And that was before he started coming here.
Yeah, he said it was his favorite joint now. Started coming here every night. Drinking, grabbing girls. Grabbed one of ours mid-karaoke, right there on the stage.
He grabbed someone?
The lieutenant is trying to make sense of this flood of information.
Yeah. This girl's on the mic. A beautiful girl. Young. Gets into the second verse of Lover Lake. The fucker grabs her legs, starts screaming. Show me your cunt! Why don't you show me your cunt? Then, he gets knocked on the head with a wine bottle. Doesn't even fall down.
He shakes his head in disbelief. Was this the same girl who was sexually assaulted? Raped, you said?
Aren't you fucking listening? My man is talking to you. He took care of it. They got the girl out before anything else could happen.
Yeah, me and Eugene got her out. Aren't you fucking listening?
He repeats like a parrot.
There's something odd here. Seems like they don't want to talk about that rape Titus mentioned. Why not? This is a serious allegation. Make them talk about it.
Right, but who did he rape then? This is a very serious allegation.
No. You're not getting the name. That's a Martinez matter. And I'm not discussing it with you clowns.
There's nothing you can do for now. He's stonewalling you.
So what are we going to do now?
Nothing. Your investigation here is done. Leave Martinez, go back to your stations where you belong.
I think we're going to stick around, thanks. Some things don't add up here, Titus.
The lieutenant closes his notebook.
I've done this job for long enough to know that people don't just confess to first-degree murder. Even if it is a group responsibility. We're going to look into this.
Good luck with that. You've heard everything a rent-a-cop is gonna hear from us. Real law officials. You're lucky you didn't get a beating.
A white check. A 3% chance. You know what? I'm not going to waste my time. I'm leaving. Alright. So we learned a little bit. They're trying to cover up some sexual assault that happened. I hope it's not this lady, because I'd feel bad about being such a dick to her, but she has also been quite a bitch to me. Alright, what's next? Let's go get the body down. That's what we should do next. Let's go do that. I would feel bad if I was dredging all that up right in front of her. Assuming what they said is true, maybe the fucker did deserve to get hung. But when it comes down to it, that's not their place to decide. That's the RCM's place to decide. Let's talk to this fucker again.
Went native on the chief, huh? Those ballerina antics were reckless. Should have just punched him in the throat again.
I tried that and he practically crushed my head like a fucking walnut. You don't know anything.
Wrong. You did the right thing with Measurehead. The ballerina antics won you the fight.
Oh, I know. Thank you. Thank you, my sense of physical instrument. Thank you.
Let's talk about our right to work.
What exactly is your goal here?
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
And you are unable to breach the entrance?
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open. Could try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Wait, you can't get by Measurehead? But I got by Measurehead. I kicked him in the face.
Yeah. I saw your ballerina moves up there. In a real fight, these acrobatics will get you killed faster than a bullet.
Sounds like you're a little bitch.
You caught them off guard. That only happens once.
Who's that?
Even if you got him twice, or whatever. No, he's alert. Standing on a narrow bridge. And me, man, are tired and hungry.
Why did your voice change so dramatically? Why don't my dialogue choices address that? What the fuck?
Like civilized folk, you mean? These native fucks don't understand civilized.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
The man rubs his jaw, a perfect, lightly bearded square wedge. I'm leaving. That was really, really weird. Was that meant to be one of the other guys? Why the fuck did he change into such a thick, like, Irish or Scottish accent, whatever that is? That was really weird. How you doing, Manana? Can I get another buck?
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man too, probably.
Complete shit.
It's but a rest area on the path leading across open plains.
He notes solemnly, then turns to me, a wide smile adorning his face.
Right. You talk to the boss, eye to eye, like men of the plain. If you have any more questions, I'm set to talk.
Any idea who killed the hanging man? See if he knows anything.
The mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing?
He shakes his head solemnly. The merc was hanged with a very specific type of a cargo belt. One often used in heavy transport areas, for example, harbors.
What a thought! Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Unless they were pushed, of course.
Pushed how?
Your dead guy was an enemy combatant.
Hold up, what does that mean?
He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honorable efforts.
Did you kill him?
I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men, with all sorts of skills.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
Ooh, that's a couple of times now where I've just barely had enough sense of drama to tell when someone's lying. Or maybe I'm just convincing myself that I can tell that they're not lying.
Understood. This has been of limited use. Still, thank you.
No problem. I wish the best to you in your search. Sure, I'm glad it's not my search.
He takes a sip from his flask. Speaking of which, I'm gonna take another shot. Good talking to you. Gotta run. Alright, let's go fucking babysit for Measurehead, so we'll go get the corpse down for us. Okay, so we now have a quest to establish our authority to Titus. I wonder what will do that. Okay, it's actually telling me how to do it. Investigate the crime scene, look for a witness, get help from Evrat, or tie them to other crimes. I still gotta get some speed. I really gotta get some speed.
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Why are you not with the Hardie boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these so-called Hardie boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. Their company is spiritually degrading.
Well, at least we share that, Measurehead. We don't respect them. We could bond over that. If only you'd give up your weird Seminese racism.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act. This is unlike him. He is usually more himself.
There's more to it. What have you got against them?
Fine. They have recently fallen under the influence of a possibly sexually perverted female vagrant and a
That
narcotics
bitch is the fucking
peddler.
leader.
It's shameful.
Who do you mean?
Find out for yourself. Endomorphic blood.
I doubt it's the weird junkie lady who was painting with oil. I'm sure it must be the gardener. She must be the fucking leader. That's why she felt so entitled or emboldened, whatever you want to call it, to cut off Titus and put him in his place. She's not just his lawyer, she's his leader.
Interesting.